If you've watched part 1, then welcome back. At the end of that video, I told you I was going to share the conversation I have with almost every family before we ever start looking at homes. This conversation changes everything. But before we jump in, if you're thinking about relocating to Dallas or anywhere in North Texas, make sure you subscribe. Every week, I share honest advice, neighborhood tours, market updates, builder insights, and relocation tips to help you make confident decisions before you ever pack your first moving box. Now, let's jump into that conversation. Picture this. We hop on a Zoom call. Maybe it's after work. The children are running around in the background. Someone's dog decides they want to join the meeting. Everybody laughs. We exchange introductions, and then there's usually a pause, not an awkward pause, a nervous one. I can see it in their faces. They're excited, but they're carrying something heavy. Finally, one of them says, "Ty, we're really excited, but we're scared." I hear that all the time, not because they're afraid of Texas, not because they're afraid of buying a home. They're afraid of making the wrong decision. And honestly, I understand that. Because this isn't like buying a couch or picking out a new car. You're choosing where your children may grow up. You're choosing where holidays will be celebrated. You're choosing where you'll build friendships, where you'll create memories, where you'll spend the next chapter of your life. That's a big decision. So I don't try to convince them they shouldn't be nervous. Instead, I ask them one simple question. I ask, "So tell me, why are you moving?" Not, "What city are you interested in?" Not, "How many bedrooms do you want?" Not, "What's your budget?" We'll get all of that later. But first, I want to know your story. And something amazing happens. People stop talking about houses. They start talking about life. One family tells me, "We're tired of paying so much for such a small home." Another says, "Our kids deserve a backyard." Someone else tells me, "My company transferred me and we've never even been to Texas." Another family says, "We're leaving everyone we've ever known and that's the hardest part." Do you notice something? Not one person starts by talking about granite countertops or kitchen islands or luxury finishes, because people don't relocate for countertops. They relocate because they're chasing a better future. They're looking for opportunity, more space, better balance, a stronger financial future, a community where they can put down roots. Once I understand why they're moving, everything else becomes much clearer. Then I ask them to do something they never expect. I say, "I want you to imagine it's 1 year from today. You've already moved. You're sitting in your new home. You're looking at your spouse," and finish this sentence. "I'm so glad we moved because..." Then I stop talking. I let them answer. Some say, "Our kids are happier." Others say, "We finally have room for everyone." Some tell me, "My commute is shorter." Or, "We're finally able to save money." Or, "This finally feels like home." Do you know why I asked that question? Because their answer tells me what success looks like. Not success according to the internet, not success according to social media, success for their family. And once we define success, finally, the right community becomes so much easier, because we're no longer trying to find the best neighborhood. We're trying to find the right neighborhood for them. If this exercise has you thinking about your move a little differently, I have something that I think will really help you. I created a free North Texas playbook for families that are relocating just like you. Inside, I'll walk you through the same framework. I use it with my relocation clients. How to narrow down communities, what to consider before choosing a neighborhood, questions to ask before buying, common mistakes to avoid, and practical tips that can save you time, stress, and money. If you're serious about making a move, click the first link in the description and download the free copy. I created it because I wanted families to have a roadmap, not just more information. Now, let's keep going. Here's where I see people get stuck. They think their first question should be, what's the best neighborhood? But that's actually the wrong question. The better question is, what's the best neighborhood for us? Because there isn't one perfect city in North Texas. If there were, everyone would live there. Every community has strengths. Every community has trade-offs. Prosper isn't Frisco. Frisco isn't Salina. Salina isn't McKinney. McKinney isn't Aubrey. Each one offers something different. My job isn't to convince you that one city is better than the other. My job is to understand your priorities, help you match those priorities with that community that fits your lifestyle. That's why I spend more time asking questions than talking. Because the more I understand your life, the better advice I can give you. There's always a moment during these conversations that I absolutely love. Usually about halfway through the consultation, the energy changes. People stop talking so fast. They start to relax and become more focused. One spouse looks at the other and says, I think we're finally starting to understand this. This is my favorite part. Not because we've picked out a house, not because we've written an offer, but because the confusion has been replaced with clarity. You don't have to know everything before you move. You just need enough understanding to make a confident decision. That's what these conversations are really about. Not selling houses, helping people make one of the biggest decisions of their lives with confidence instead of fear. Before you head over to part 3, I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest fear about moving? Is it finding the right neighborhood, choosing the right schools, maybe traffic, finding a job, leaving family behind? Or maybe it's simply starting over, somewhere completely new. Leave your answer in the comments below because I read every single one and your questions may inspire my next video. And if you haven't already, don't forget to download my free Relocating to North Texas Playbook. Using the first link in the description is designed to help you move forward with confidence, whether you're relocating next month or just starting your research today. Now don't miss part 3. We're going to talk about what actually happens after families make the move. I'll share what surprises them most, what they wish they knew before relocating, and why so many of my clients tell me, we wish we had done this sooner. I'll see you in part 3.